Good evening, my name is Shinigami Moroku, and welcome back for some more Fire Emblem Heroes. Today we'll be taking on General Petrine of the Daean Army, and we'll be using it with several characters from Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. Specifically units that, would typically be in your party during the late game of Path of Radiance, albeit two of them happen to be of a different weapon class. First off is the brave mercenary Ike. Between his Irvan Refine, Distant Counter Spurn, and Speed Res Solo, he's going to be putting in the bulk of the work for this particular run. Now, he does have a support with Lancina, but obviously this is a theme team, so she's not going to be showing up at all. Second is Halloween Mia. Normally, I try not to use healers unless I'm doing a healer-only run, but unfortunately I do have to actually run her, specifically because I'm not using Lancina for this. However, she's only going to really be used for recover and chill speed. I'm going to be relying heavily on debuffs for this particular one. Taking Lucina's place is Nephany, primarily because she'll be running double drive speed. And finally is Alencia, who will be running chill attack. Now, both of my other melees are running drawback, and that's because this particular map does not start you off in a very good location. You've got a lot of limited movement from these walls and this breakable wall here. Now, we've got a lot of problems here. First off, Brave Sword. He's got Axe Breaker, so he's going to be quadding against Ike pretty hard. This is why we need to get rid of, these other units first. This particular cleric's going to be very annoying because not only is he able to heal from a distance, but he's also running Sudden Panic in his B slot. And while it doesn't affect Brave Ike, because he obviously has more HP, the other ones aren't nearly as bad off. Now, typically, what I would do in this particular case is I would have Sheena sitting here in this particular spot right here, so she could draw out specifically these three units. But they saw that coming, so they have this Armor Smasher Cav here. So not only getting buffed from Fury 3, but also does extra damage after combat with Poison Strike. You can see how troublesome that's going to be. But thankfully we're not using Sheena this time. Sorry lady, you're not the Burger King.
Orders?
Now the point here is to make sure that at least for this first couple of rounds of combat, that Nephany is within range, but isn't right up against Ike, because he needs his Speed Res Solo.
Always.
Now the Green Mage does, a fair bit of damage here. As you can see, the... Oof. Oof indeed, Ike. Oof indeed. Yeah, Other thing I forgot to mention is that this guy has reciprocal aid. So he just took most of the damage that Petrine took from Ike, and now she can continue to target res. Fortunately, chill attack and chill speed are doing their job. So I'm actually in a surprisingly decent position here.
It's all for you.
Fortunately, Ike does the amount of damage he needs to do with Aether, and now we can go ahead and move these guys back. Yeah, Alencia is going to be taking some heat, but we want that. We want to be able to get rid of some of that, take some of the heat off of Ike, if that makes any sense.
Alrighty then. Alright. Of course.
See, that is the funny thing about having the healer heal him was actually a bad idea. It's kind of funny. You're gonna laugh.
Nice. Orders. Alrighty then.
Now, it wasn't quite necessary, but I like, having the team put in a little bit of work. Now, from here, it's basically just cleanup. Because the cleric isn't going to be able to do anything. And the Manakete even less so. Now, the reason there's a Manakete here is because you actually run into feral Lagoos on this map. Lagoos who have been captured by Dan and basically brainwashed to do their bidding. So that is the clear. So took me a little bit to figure out, but I was quite happy with the results once I did. Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and comment down below. If you want to see more Fire Emblem Heroes content, because I will be trying to do more going forward as time permits. Please go ahead and hit the, the button? The subscribe button. Yep, subscribe. And also the bell. Also the bell too, because YouTube is not very good, obviously, at showing new videos that popped up unless you hit the notification bell. Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching, and this is Shinigami Moroku, and I hope you all have a pleasant night.